I said perfect balance, third class. I don't know, say I talk to the this represents. Good over evil, me tell them see a life over death.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Perfect Balance Chart Class, a place where conscious minded and like minded individuals are guided towards their realization of their full potential through collective reasoning. We have with us today Okavango, the Rebel Guru,
Yeah.
Yaga, Teacher Ma'at,
Yeah.
Brother Dulani, who is a very welcome visitor and friend of the Chart Class. Bingi is unavailable at the moment, but he is still missed. Give thanks to the item. We have a really integral and important issue that we want to really reason about. So we're going to turn it over to Brother Yaga to introduce the topic, and we'll take it from there.
Yeah, man, it's a breaking trad class, because the trad class normally meet at them time, So when the Honorable Marcus Garvey, pioneer of black empowerment, the first man to organize 1 million man in unison towards development and movement of Africa, was awarded a posthumous pardon by the ex-president Joe Biden, means a lot for Marcus Garvey's legacy. So I want to jump right into it and see what that means for Marcus Garvey, as I am pushing for an exoneration because the pardon doesn't go far enough. So we want to explore all of these issues and see what it means for Africa as well as we reason.
Yes, I.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
I.
Yeah, man. So I'm very happy. I'm elated for the news, breaking news. I'm elated. You know what I mean? We were pushing for years. We've been pushing for an exoneration, but a pardon. We're still happy for a pardon. You know
Is
what I
that
mean?
step in the right direction?
Yes, it's a step in the right direction. And you know
Yes.
what I mean? I'm happy. You know what I
It's
mean?
a welcoming news. It's welcoming,
Yes,
you know.
very welcoming. Very welcoming.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Very
So,
welcoming.
as we are so elated and excited by this news, who is Marcus Garvey to the item? Who was Marcus Garvey to the item?
Marcus Garvey, my lord, is a one where when just a rise up in ourselves really come see the condition that we're in as a people and individually. Marcus Garvey was one of those persons where, because of our affiliation and affinity to it, to our Jamaican heritage and stuff, like, we look towards him because we hear about him from time. So when we are looking to a lot of the stuff, we see Marcus Garvey, Marcus Garvey, Marcus Garvey. So, because prior to them things, I don't really know a lot about Marcus Garvey. You understand? Yeah, we know him as a hero, we know him come from Senton, but in terms of him real works and what him really stand for and him opinions and philosophies, we never really know about those things. It's only when time come to the realization now through searching for self, and when we look and say most of the ones that when we really look towards, and I say them ones that really live on a journey, like almost all of them, a point to Marcus Garvey. So then now we really have to go look and say, what really are going with Marcus Garvey? So when we really check out Marcus Garvey and say the works, what Marcus Garvey manifests, brother, in at the time when he manifests, like the man is a superhuman, brother.
He was way ahead
The
of
man
his
is a
time.
superhuman, brother. Yeah, man. Because that the man, and then that man them could come know, so we not have to have no fear, brother. To stand up in our own skin, in our own foot, and know say, yo, we are man. You get me? I say we are man. And nobody can diminish that. Yeah. Because if him do it in a time, brother, if him do it in at the time where a white man could have take a black man and just go hang him and not no come out tight. And then man, they stand up in a them time, there, brother. You see it? Imagine. Oh, yeah, someone, Marcus Garvey,
Yeah,
a
man.
superhuman, brother.
Give
The
thanks to that.
context, you know. Yes, I.
Okavango.
Yeah, man. Marcus Garvey. As I said, this is a welcome thing, welcome news. Marcus Garvey mean a lot to I and I as a Pan-Africanist. You know what I mean? I would say Marcus Garvey as the father of Pan-Africanism. You know what I mean? And one of the reasons why we welcome this news so much is because they have Marcus Garvey as a criminal, and because they have him as a criminal, him work cannot be teaching schools in certain places because they don't want to be teaching, you know what I mean, the works of criminals in school. That's one of the thing that they use. So
It's a big
this
hindrance.
now, So with this now, those things can free up and we can in places like the States, because it's really the United States, we can have Marcus Garvey in schools. I hope we can have Marcus Garvey in schools now and teaching, you know what I mean, black children and even everybody overall, because everybody need to learn about Marcus Garvey, you know what I mean? Yeah, so Marcus Garvey mean a lot to I, man.
Jamaica needs to set the precedence on that. Jamaica needs to set the precedence on that, where they lead out with the curriculum of the teachings and philosophy of Marcus Garvey. Brother Dulani.
Yes, King.
As one of our elder and our master teacher, we know you are overwhelmed and joyful by this news. Can you just give us a brief description of what happened to Garvey leading us up to this point where he has to be pardoned?
Well, let me first say that, I'm a contemporary. I'm probably same age as most of everyone on the panel, so I'm not that much of an elder, see it. And I'm a grandmaster student, see it. So I'm still learning and still contributing as I evolve in this struggle.
So basically, you say you're going to alto and that are alto.
All of we are contemporary,
Okavango Alto.
Okavango
Alto.
So,
yes,
we're contemporary, so we're not, but
yes,
man, we just want to, humbling, but yes, King, but Marcus Garvey is one of those champions in our history, a trailblazer, no doubt. But any equation, any standard, stretch of the imagination, Marcus Garvey is one of the greatest Africans that ever walked this planet. See it, and he has laid a black print for African people that if we follow, we can be a glorious and powerful empire in the world. See it. So Marcus Garvey is monumental to us as African people, has inspired countless millions of people. Most of our leaders, as our brother Rasdada pointed out, is attribute a lot of the inspiration to Marcus Garvey. See it, and I want to acknowledge that. On my journey, I also was inspired by Marcus Garvey and what he was able to achieve. You know what I'm saying? And we have to be, we have to respect him and honor him. See it, and know that. And I want to welcome this pardon. I haven't read it yet. You gotta give me the good news, and it's a yes, teacher, respect. I just want to say this about that pardon, that while I welcome that pardon, what is even more important to me is that the African world embrace Marcus Garvey. Because it's not the significance of them acknowledging him, not really impressing me too much. The greater impression that I want is from the African world to embrace his vision and implement his vision. That is a greater honor to Marcus Garvey than what them would do. See it. And I know the technical significance of it in terms of history and in terms of, the whole educational system and, them process people through history. I understand that and I welcome that clearance. But whether they acknowledge Marcus Garvey or not, Marcus Garvey will forever remain an international global African hero that we will forever honor.
Yes,
See it, and I wanna touch on another point about Marcus Garvey when we come back around, because we don't pass the mic.
I just want to add to what Brother Lano was saying, with them doing it is a testament to black people pushing for things, because a lot of wrongs was done to us, and we keep pushing for them to correct those wrongs, and this is one of them. This is a victory for black people who are pushing for them to right the wrong. So, is a part of our getting our equal rights and our justice, and this is a part of the justice that we should get.
We deserve.
We deserve, right. And as you say, it's really a exoneration we are pushing, because that is what need to be happen, need to happen, but a part of we work with that for now. Yeah, man.
He should have never been charged in the first place.
So it's an exoneration really is the thing in forget.
Yeah. Because it was all political.
Yeah.
It's a small victory, and we are going to celebrate the victory nonetheless. And we want to cite and encourage all African leaders to realize that this is a piece of the jigsaw in the puzzle of Africa's liberation. So people can have his name on their lips and mention his name and refer to his works and all the vision that he had for Africa. We can see some of them coming through now in the Sahel states where they are trying to take control of their resources and their sovereignty and basically try to develop the country with a vision for the people. So that is something tremendous in that sense. But exoneration is what we are moving for. Now we want to look at exoneration and pardon and what they mean in the grand scheme of what has happened by the president, what the president has done, and what he should have done and what he hasn't done. So, Dada,
Yes, sir.
what does pardon mean to you?
Well, a pardon to me, right? It means that you have been given a chance. You know, it's like, and I don't want to just lead it. I want to pull up as well while we speak the legal differences between the two, right? But based off of my understanding of it, is when you're pardoned, right? When you're pardoned, it's like we accept that you have done this, but we're gonna forgive you for it, right? We're gonna forgive you for it. Whereas to be exonerated, it means that you're now identified as not having been guilty
Innocent.
of the
Innocent,
debt, right?
they're
Right.
acknowledging your innocence.
You were wrongfully convicted,
Convicted.
right? You were wrongfully convicted, and we're admitting that we wrongfully convicted you, and now we're gonna clear your name and in its entirety. But with the pardon, it's like you do it, but we are gonna forgive you. We'll give you a chance. You understand? So we know the technicalities of it, and we know that legally, a lot of times they don't want to just come out and exonerate a lot of people. Because make no joke about it, you know. To have a conviction against a Marcus Garvey in its time, you know, was like monumental, you know. A lot of people careers was built off of securing a conviction against a Marcus Garvey.
It was a persecution.
No. I mean, outside of even being a persecution, I talk about people who benefit.
Yes. Okay.
from it.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people benefit.
One in particular.
But there are people,
Yeah.
right?
there are
Institutionally.
people,
Yeah.
there are people who benefit from this pardon as well because it absolves them of the responsibility of falsely accusing Marcus Garvey. Okavango.
Yeah, so pardon and exoneration. The thing, you know, to exonerate somebody, you know, is a costly process, you know, because remember you have to go back in time and with files and you know what I mean it takes some money to do it, you know. So a pardon is way cheaper. So that's why enough people don't want to touch the exoneration because it's a costly event. And also a pardon, the people them who prosecute Marcus Garvey and wrongfully put him in prison, you would have to come out and say those people did that wrongfully, you know, and it was politically motivated. And none of these
So it absolves them of that responsibility.
Yeah, none of them are seen now as heroes in America. You know what I mean? So a pardon also give them, you know what I mean? Give them a way out, you know. So it's like a pardon is like, you know, in between. So like I give you this and everybody's okay with that.
I'm wondering though. Does a president have the power to exonerate, or does he have the power just to pardon and clements?
Yeah,
and
man,
all
he have the power to do it. He have the power to do it.
He have the power to exonerate.
Yeah, man,
okay.
he have the power to do it too.
Because exonerate so like a court
procedure
where
a president thing is like a
court.
It's a longer process. It's a longer process. Yeah.
It's a legal process.
Yeah. It's a longer.
We're trying to go through the Department of Justice and the Attorney General.
It's a longer
all them thing there. And
so
It's a legal process. The exoneration is a legal
Well, you probably have
process.
to have a commission of inquiry where go through that and
Right.
come
So
at the end
they
and
don't
come
want
to
to
a
spend their money
conclusion.
there
Yeah.
because I
Oh, okay.
mean it's Marcus
Yeah.
Garvey and it don't really
Mm.
mean nothing to them like
Mm.
that. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
See
One
there.
whole
See
And
there.
one whole
probably
long time then
exoneration
one whole
mean
long time man it
there
get
are
tough.
legal battles and lawsuits that they will have to face up and reparations would have to be paid.
All right.
Mm.
So a
It's somebody
pardon is
like the
like
case.
you please both sides, you know?
Mm.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
But we
Yeah.
take it
So
still, we take it
we,
same
yeah,
way.
we accept it like that. But still more of just really identify say a lot by them convicting Marcus Garvey, a lot of people made their whole career. You
Yeah
understand?
man.
And we have to understand say they did this because of the agenda what them having at the time, which was to make sure that black people was kept in check and kept in them place, quote unquote in them place. And Marcus Garvey was a indirect opposition to that. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
It
I.
seemed like Brother Delan, now here we are, something.
Let us contextualize. Let us contextualize the pardon. Why no? Why no? And what does this mean for the U.S. government, particularly Biden?
I'm gonna let me give my opinion. My opinion is because Biden pardon him son and people and people are cry out, him does need a pardon. So he need like him take something and he need to give people them back something. So he must say, boy, you know what I mean? Here's
So,
Marcus Garvey because
It's damage control.
so
yeah.
this is
Damage
something
control.
that he
Damage
will be
control.
remembered for as one of the good things that he has done.
It's gonna go in his legacy.
Because
Yeah.
Definitely.
his records
It's gonna go in
are
his legacy.
questionable. Yeah,
Yo,
man.
can
Yeah,
you hear me, man?
actively.
No lick nothing over here.
Yes,
No
sir.
lick nothing over here.
No. You see the legacy of Biden now. What happened, over 4,000 people Biden actually grant clemency and pardon to, Yesterday, it was the list was 2,490, almost 2,500 people.
500. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. And then they do 1,500 before. So that add up to 4,000. But why am I trying to correct is the damage they done in 1994? But if you remember, I said them had this big crime bill back in I him write the bill, And because of the way the
Okay.
bill was structured,
A lot
thousands,
of people.
they call it the mass
Mhm.
incarceration of black people in America. Was like a second crack wave, like a second
Yeah, man.
on genocide. You
Yeah,
see, we
when
decimated.
them bring in extremely high penalties
Yes,
for
man.
drug offenses. Yeah,
It
man,
was
I true, man.
decimated.
Okay. It makes
And it was
sense.
Yeah.
it was passed in the Senate, I think in 1991, So all the
Mm.
Democrats and the Republicans, everybody signed it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
'cause it was a general condemnation of the black population in America.
Mm-hmm.
And them I
Yeah.
look at the findings them and them I say, boy, we went too far. So this is Biden now. I try to correct him legacy. I try to see how him can go about. And he said
Mm-hmm.
more to come to cause after the 2005 when him said more to come. So the list will get longer. So by the time him leave office, he probably have a couple more hundred or thousand on the
Yeah.
list.
And
See if he
Well,
can
More officer
correct
I
the
something
want
damage.
after.
to add while it put a little badge on Biden and a little stripe on Biden legacy. It pop
Mm.
off a couple stripe off of Obama legacy.
Yeah, man, I just all set to man. Yeah,
Okay,
man.
Yes,
go on now.
I go set to
yes,
man. Because this I know the real thing about this is to say yeah, Obama never do this. You understand? What
yes,
reason Obama have why him never
naturally.
do this? You understand? I mean, I really
Hmm,
like
hmm.
this would be a crowning gem in his legacy,
Yes.
for you know, say him as the first black president of the US,
Hmm.
pardon a man like a Marcus
The
Garvey, brother.
father
Yeah.
of
And I see,
Pan-Africanism
yeah, man.
Yeah.
We
as an
are some man,
African.
Yeah,
and when you look on
it's
the
sad
thing,
to know, say,
He ate
that he
here
couldn't do it. It's sad,
2
man. It's sad
terms.
to know, sir.
that not that he
Too,
couldn't do it,
exactly.
brother Delani, that he didn't do it,
He didn't
Yes,
do
man.
it.
And he didn't even
that he
try.
didn't do it.
Man a
He
You
didn't
coward,
even
man.
understand?
try.
You man a
You
coward
see,
and puppet.
see there.
Man a coward
But
as
I
a
would like to
puppet,
add,
man.
though, that I wouldn't mind to see Asata Shakur up on the list. I don't know if anybody see the list. She's another one that needs exaggerating, you know what I mean? because I think fear
We,
A
crime is a
whole heap, a
federal
whole heap of
federal
political
crime.
prisoners, brother. A
And
whole
one
heap
of
of
Black
political
Panther
prisoners, brother.
still
Yeah, man,
still
a whole heap of
still
political prisoners,
incarcerated
brother.
right
still in the
now.
same way.
Yeah,
So
man.
even though we
Yes,
have this, some more, the same way,
Victory.
we still need to come
Yeah,
out.
man.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
The
see. And the
Yeah,
new
UNIA,
man. A real
Mumia,
Yeah,
thing, man.
man.
the
Mumia Abu
UNIA,
Jamal
Yeah, man. Yeah,
still
man.
did it.
Mummy have
But
free
I
up,
think the
man.
team is a state case, but most of the Panther case there is federal case where
Mm.
them can exonerate them. You know,
It
see
don't
it
matter, my lord. Them can do it. Either way,
yeah,
whether it's a state or federal, them can do it for you.
you
It
see.
can be
Yeah,
done. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Remember, say them put them there, you know. So if I them
You
put
can
them there,
take
them
them
can
out.
free them
Yeah,
up. You
that's
see it?
smart.
Yeah.
man, but
So,
Obama, man, is a big puppet, man, a puppet
Yeah,
and I look at a
it's a
stooge.
letdown.
You know what I
It's a
mean?
letdown.
Let down, man, oh
You
man,
know,
embarrassment, man.
because
This embarrass him,
but
he must
I
feel
remember the
embarrassed now.
campaign
He should feel embarrassed now.
mm.
But I don't
because
think he would.
the campaign was active in a team presidency. You know,
Yes,
this
yes,
campaign yeah was very active and it was very
yes,
pushing
man.
him.
Because
It was the
then,
most
everyone
then,
thought he
active.
would
then
have.
It
Chronics,
was the
Everyone
Yes.
most.
thought
Chronics
he
get
would
into
have.
problem for it, you know. Remember, I said Chronics getting a
Hmm.
big problem for him, man.
Yeah, can is calling waste, man.
Because him the
Yes.
part, because him the part, Marcus.
Yes.
Him not
Yes. It was a
him
big
not
issue.
pardon Marcus. Him not pardon Marcus, but he go kill Gaddafi.
Mm.
To blow his ass
Eh?
skirt.
Eh?
Jaja.
Him not pardon Marcus, but
Yeah.
he go kill Gaddafi.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
While
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on,
Man.
man. Get out of here, man.
Him
while
serve the system
Biden's
well, Rasta.
pardon is a step in the right direction, the fight for Garvey's full exoneration continues, not just for his name, but for the principles he stood for. We want to encourage our listeners to read more about Marcus Garvey, support historical justice initiatives, and engage in conversations about systematic change. We want to thank you guys. We want to thank the item to join us in this reasoning as we celebrate small victory in our crown jewel for Marcus Garvey.
Yes, I.
Yes, sir.
Ashe.
Man, that is it, man.
That's it.
Ashe.
Thanks.
Ashe. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Ashe.
Press it. Wait, no, press it. Press it.
Bingy, Okavango, Rasdada, Yaga, Chuck Fender, the living fire represent to the fullest. See? Perfect balance. Don't